When Pope Francis died just after Resurrection Sunday, a lot of people shrugged. Old man, poor health. He's 88 years old. He died of natural causes. Supposedly. I mean, anytime a pope dies, it's a big deal. But people still shrugged. Moving on to the next thing. But to the people that knew about the prophecy of the popes, those people didn't shrug at all. They froze in place when they heard the news. Because according to a 16th century prophecy that's not so quietly been circling around for centuries, Pope Francis wasn't just any pope. He was the last pope. Back in 1590, a list of 112 short Latin phrases appeared, supposedly written by a 12th century bishop named Saint Malachy. Not Saint Malachi, Saint Malachy. Each phrase was said to describe a future pope by symbol, by origin, or by destiny. Over time, believers in this prophecy noticed that many of the mottos were shockingly accurate, but it's the last entry, the 112th pope, that's made the whole thing infamous. It says this: "In the final persecution of the Holy Roman Church, there will sit Peter the Roman, who will pasture his sheep in many tribulations. And when these things are finished, the city on the 7 hills will be destroyed, and the dreadful judge will judge his people." The end. Now, if you count from Pope Celestine II, who began his reign in 1143, all the way to now, Pope Francis was number 112, the final pope. And according to the prophecy, after him comes Judgment Day. And that's still just a creepy coincidence. Let's keep going. Pope Francis died in his 88th year. In biblical numerology, 88 symbolizes a new order, a transition into something radically different. He died just hours after Easter Sunday, also known as Resurrection Sunday. And get this, the year 2025 marks 434 years since the prophecy was first published in 1590. That number matters because the book of Daniel talks about 62 weeks, which scholars equate to 434 years leading up to the death of a messianic figure. Francis's death, 62 weeks after the prophecy, mirrors that timeline. 2025 is the 70th biblical jubilee, a special year of redemption that only happens once every 49 years. The first one supposedly was commanded in 1406 BC. 70 jubilees later, that's 2025. According to Daniel 9:24, the 70th week is when everything begins. The tribulation, the judgment, the end. Switching our focus back to Rome. Do you know what else is in Rome? The city of the 7 hills. So here's the final picture. The last pope has died. The timing aligns with Easter, Daniel's prophetic calendar, and the 70th jubilee. The world is in deep chaos. Obviously, wars, plagues, moral collapse, just like the prophecy said. Now, no one knows the day or the hour, right? The Bible says that, and we have to believe that, right? But if these signs mean what people think that they mean, we might not be waiting much longer, right? Damn it, man.